Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, traders and investors. Alex from MarketWise Asia. Thank you for tuning in to this Facebook Live and also YouTube stream. If you can hear me loud and clear, please say hi to me in the comments or in the chat box, both on YouTube and also on Facebook. Okay, right. So just to make sure that everything is good, everything is well. All right, I can see Wei Lun. Hi, Jenny. Okay, say good night, Jenny. Yeah, anyway, Denise Wong is my wife and it's normally my girl who is typing me good night. Okay. Yeah. Dave, good evening. LW. Okay. Stephanie, Mary, Yan Ling, loud and clear, of course. Thank you so much for confirming. All right. Chua, CS King, Geraldine, Mark. Okay, fantastic. Danny, a long time never see you, Danny. Okay. All right. So I hope you are good. Okay. And I think Wei Lun, right? I think how so far has been a dad so far, right? Should be relatively getting more and more busy, right? More daddy's duty to do, right? I've been there, done that, okay? All right. So Pei Wen, William, Wing, okay, Naresh, good to see every one of you here. Shaq, bro. You'll get better, you'll get better, okay? By the way, my girl now is 6 years old. So next year is 7 years old. So we just finished the phase 2A of the primary 1 registration. Yeah. So it's kind of yeah. So I'm trying to enjoy this rest of the year because next year she's heading into primary 1. So from preschool K2 to primary 1. So the routine, everything is going to change already. So yeah, I'm trying to enjoy this year. So yeah, I mean outside of the trading thing now, so this year we try to go more for vacations because next year most likely we can only go in June and in December only. Of course, people say that primary 1 to primary 3 it is not so stressful. You can still go for vacation. Outside of the school holiday, but we try not to lah. So this year we try to go more this year. So in fact, end of the month we are going to Thailand, Bangkok lah. Then October we are going to Japan. So this is, I think this year a few more. Next year not so many already. Yeah, Jonathan Chia. Okay, my son too, little puppy. So we are your son is born in 2018. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in. So before I go into some of the side talk, okay, just to let you guys know, today's live stream is proudly supported by Plus500. Okay. A respected CFD broker and MAS regulated CFD provider in Singapore. So let me just share my screen first, okay? Yeah, before I get started, right, just to let you guys know, whatever I share today is just for education purpose, not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. So please do your own due diligence. And of course, this virtual booth, just a quick share with you guys over here, okay? The Market Insights Virtual Summit, right? The replay, it is officially over, but the promotion for Plus500, okay, it is still ongoing. So if you're looking for a CFD broker, okay, you might want to consider that because right now they do have a very good promotion over there. So just briefly go through with you, okay? Yep. You can head over to the virtual booth over there. So you can trade 2000 CFD on stocks, indices, commodity, forex, options, whatever you name it. Most likely they have that instrument, okay, on the platform. So it's all in one over there. And right now, okay, there's a time limited promotion until the 6th of August, okay. If you deposit $500 Sing dollars, okay, you get a Chicago Bull Caps, okay. And if you actually do some trade, do one single trade, okay, you get a $50 bonus. And this promotion is applicable to those residing in Malaysia as well. So I'll go through over there. Okay, so if you fund 500 Sing dollars, you get a Chicago Bulls cap. Equivalent, okay, if you fund Ringgit 1005, you also get a Chicago Bulls cap. Okay, so use the bonus code SUBMIT2, okay, when you fund the account. If you're going by the pay now and also the bank transfer, you won't be able to see this bonus code, but not to worry, you can just go ahead and fund the account. After that, head over to the support chat or email, okay, and they'll process this thing for you, okay. And you just make your first trade. Any trade will do, which means that, for example, you can just open a very small forex trade. you just open and close, okay, whatever it is, okay, you get a $50 bonus, okay, or $150 ringgit bonus. And of course, you get also a trader's blueprint ebook, okay. In fact, this ebook, it is this book over here, okay. So this is a physical book, but we are giving away the digital copy. So it is actually Kinokuniya bestseller when it was first published and first launched, okay. So it is worth $29. But if you just make your first trade, not only you get a $50 bonus, you also get, or ringgit $150 bonus, you also get this trader's blueprint ebook. Also, I will just post this link in the comment. Okay. All right, you should be able to see that. And yeah, so officially you can just head over here and just see all the promo now, okay? Or everything, step 1, step 2, everything is there. Okay, and later I'll go through some of the things that you can trade using the platform as well. Okay, but anyway, this is the Plus500 platform. So it is quite simple to use. In fact, not quite is an understatement. It is actually very simple to use. It's quite intuitive. So once you log in, you won't be very confused. Everything you want to search, okay, it is just there. For example, you find Bitcoin, everything, okay, it's just there. Okay, Bitcoin, okay, the charts over there. Okay, you want to find, for example, Forex, dollar, yen. Okay, it's also there. Later I'll go through some of the trade ideas. You know, even for dollar and yen, okay, there could be some seasonal move going ahead. Okay, and not only that, right? So as I mentioned before, one of the things that they have, it is actually this plus insights, where you know which are the instruments that are the most traded, okay, most viewed, most followed, or even like the most profit making position. So for example, you can just click over here. By the way, this is access to the Plus500 customers, the clients activity in real time. You can also filter to the local context for just Singaporean traders as well. So for example, head over to the most profit making one. Okay, so for the past 7 days, how about let's head over to the Singapore location. Okay, location local. Okay, and just click apply. So for Singapore, for the past 7 days, the most profitable one, it is actually gold. 是不是你们去买 gold? After I mentioned about gold during my Facebook Live, okay, natural gas, dollar, yen, and such. So all this you know. So S&P 500 also profitable. Okay, so for the past 30, can I filter to 30 days? 1 month. Apply. For the past 30 days, S&P 500, gold, Aussie, dollar, all these are the one. Okay, so you actually go back to the highest buy ratio, for example. Okay, let's take a look over there. Local, for the past 30 days, okay, for the past 30 days, it is actually a Bitcoin, okay, in the Plus500 platform, it is the highest buy ratio. So a lot of people have been buying Bitcoin. Okay, so these are some of the insights that you can know, roughly know what are the sentiment that the market it is doing. And last but not least, another one that I really like, once again, I really like this, okay, it is actually the tools over there, which is the alert. Okay, so previously I set the Bitcoin, right? Okay, so yeah, so you can just demo. So you can just add another alert. Okay, for example, you know, whatever dollar, yen, whatever the price it is. Okay, you want to set the alert. Okay, so the price you want to set, for example, when it goes to maybe 158.75. Okay, and you can set to email, SMS, or push. So as I mentioned, right, a lot of platforms they can give you email, a lot of platforms they can give you push alert, basically the app alert, but not many will able to give you the SMS alert. So even if you open just a demo account, you are also able to get this SMS alert. So just set the alert. So the reason I like that is because sometimes, you know, nowadays we have too much information. Okay, people send us WhatsApp, people send us through the in-app notification, but very few people send us actually SMS now. So actually, for me personally, I don't know about you. So if I receive an SMS, I will actually read that SMS. So you know that whenever the SMS comes, the alert comes to the SMS, you know, that is pretty important. So I think that's a pretty good feature. So again, this is totally free. So even for a demo account, you still can get it for free. So why not just try it out? Okay. So once again, I'll just post the link in the comments over there. Okay, the link I just head over there, open account. So let's head over to the economic data. I think just now Darius is asking, right? Bini had a replay webinar recently. Do not never see any. It is actually on her Facebook. Okay, on her YouTube. You just search for Bini Ong. I think it's the Aliens to Bini's YouTube page. The replay it is actually on YouTube. Yeah, she actually streamed the webinar on YouTube. All right. Okay, so yeah, so economic data for this week. Actually, last week, pretty interesting, huh? Not only that, you know, you get the Russell 2000, the small cap flying very high, okay, and the assassination of the Donald Trump, not Donald Trump, it's Donald Trump, okay, okay. So yeah, all right. So in fact, there's to me, it's like a conspiracy theory. So whether you know Donald Trump is staging this kind of assassination, okay, so that you know people will vote for him. Of course, this is just conspiracy theory. Well, so what do you guys think? It is really an assassination, or this is like a conspiracy theory where he staged the own assassination so that he can get more vote, etc. All right. So anyway, so this is the economic data for this week. So for this week, in fact, I think not too much news lah. Okay. So for this coming week, I try to just zoom in over there. So Monday today there is the Empire State Manufacturing Index. Okay, actually it's out lah, but it doesn't really affect the market that much. Okay. And then on Tuesday, tomorrow, 12 a.m. So in fact, it's tonight. It's tonight, right? Tonight, 12 a.m. So Tuesday, 12 a.m. is Singapore time. It's Tuesday. So it's actually tonight, midnight, 12 a.m. Fed Chair Powell is speaking. Then on tomorrow, 8:30, retail sales and retail. Yeah, I think not much. And then Thursday, unemployment claim. I don't think you actually move the market a lot also. Okay, in fact, yeah, okay, yeah, before I go on that, okay, William Koo say, looks like stage from an actor, like, but not easy lah, okay, that the bullet actually flew past him and actually hit his ear. So if it is really staged, then is the timing, it is really, really precise, such that the sniper must able to just hit the ear and not hit the head. You know, one single miscalculation, 0.1 second kind of a wrong move, wrong timing, his head tilted wrongly, then he'll get shot on his head really. So I'm not too sure lah. Okay, yeah, whatever it is, okay. But it seems that the market doesn't affect much by this thing. Okay, yeah. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, how many of you actually remember what I said? I think for the past 2 weeks or so, okay, I said that Opex is on the 19th of July, right? So this is the Opex, okay. I think since 2 weeks ago, I said that typically heading into Opex, right? What is the likely move of the market? So this is the one, okay, Opex 2024. So this is 19 December. Anybody can give me some shout out, comments, okay, just give me some acknowledgement. So anybody can remember what I said? Just a recap now, okay. I think I said at least 2 weeks ago, typically heading into the Opex, okay, the market tends to go up or down, up or down, up or down. Can you just type in the comments or not? While I take a sip of water first. Typically, I say it's up. Okay, yeah, thank you. Christopher, Mary, Turbox, Wong. Okay, but again, it is not 100% guaranteed, but typically based on the market condition, market is bullish heading into Opex. There's a lot of options dealer, a position, they're hedging. Okay, I won't go through that, but typically, based on what is in the market, it tends to go up. Okay, all right, and yeah, and so that's what I meant by that. And but right now we are heading into the Opex week already, so you actually need to be a little bit more careful. So before I go into the details today, right? So just to share with you guys over here. So this is the how come I can't move this? Okay, So this is the July 15th, right? This is the traders almanac. This is the traders almanac. Okay, this is page 25. Okay, anyway, this is the traders almanac 2024. Okay, so this is page 25 over there. So it's not too bad. Okay, in a way that it is also based on seasonal data. There are some other information, historical data as well. So you can see that, okay, based on 15th of July, actually it's a Monday. Okay, it's a bearish day, but for S&P and Nasdaq, it is typically, you know, a little bit more bearish, but for Dow, it is up 15 of the last 20 years. Okay, but heading into this week as a whole, you can see that 15, 16, 17, 18, okay, and I see that 17 is a bull, 18 is a bull, which means that on the past about 20 years or so, based on historical data, you know, July 17, 18, the kind of period, it is a bullish day. But, okay, but on the 19th of July, which is the options expiry, okay, July options expiry, Dow is down 15 of the last 23. Okay, Nasdaq was only like 19% hit rate only. So on the expiration day, it is not actually bullish. Okay, and yeah. So typically after Opex, typically there could be some weakness. Again, not 100%. If there is weakness, most likely it is after the Opex week. Okay, so this is my personal view and based on historical data. Of course, the historical data doesn't mean that it's going to be 100% accurate, but at least it gives you some idea what has happened before. Okay, all right. So if you understand what I'm trying to say, okay, you know it, okay, get it clear, just type okay in the comments. And William said that the ticker DJT jumped up by 30%. I think I just also posted in the Telegram channel as well. Everything okay? Okay. Just type okay in the comments. And by the way, if you find this kind of information useful, you find my session useful, okay, please give me a like, share, or comment. Okay, right now only there's about 13 like or love in the Facebook or YouTube. I'm not very sure, but give me some like or love. Just like my Facebook live. Okay, I really appreciate that. It also tells Facebook and YouTube that you get to see more of our content in the future because if you engage with us, you know, Facebook will kind of show you again and again of our content. But if you don't do anything, eventually, you know, Facebook and YouTube will not show you anything at all. So just give me some love. Yeah, RSP rallied a lot, not surprisingly, because, you know, it's the smaller cap, mid cap, smaller cap, they're all rallying. Okay, so this is the data from here. And yeah, so this data from here that I'm going to show you actually is taken from Ryan the Trick from Twitter. So the Russell 2000, the small cap, outperformed the Russell 1000, basically the top 1000 stocks by at least more than 3%. Okay, on July 11, okay, 24. Okay, so you can take a look on the S&P 500. This is the cash index. So on the day itself, 11 of July, okay, the S&P is actually down 0.88%, nearly 1%, okay, and the IWM, which is the Russell 2000 ETF, the index as a proxy, okay, 11, you can see that is up 3.59%. So net, okay, the Russell 2000 outperformed, okay, the S&P 500 by nearly 4%. Okay, you can see that, you know, actually, I'm not sure about you. This is very, very rare. Ever since I started trading in 2011. Okay, in fact, I've forgotten. Okay, like there's such a wide discrepancy. Okay, of the small cap versus the big cap, which is the S&P, the Nasdaq versus the small cap. I've never seen that before. It happened, but you know, I can't remember that there's such a wide discrepancy. So this is one of the really, really wide spread, okay, between the S&P and the Russell 2000. Okay, so based on Ryan the Trick data, right? Okay, the other time, okay, it is in 1987, okay, 2008, 2011, and the 2020 low, January 2021, November 2020. I can't remember that actually. Yeah. Okay. So that's a very wide discrepancy. So only a few times only. Okay. All right. So yeah, and this is the chart that actually that he showed. This is this one. Okay, so this is the one you can see that July 11 could be extremely good day. So typically after this kind of widespread between the indices, right, the small cap versus big cap, after 1 year, it tends to be bullish. After 1 year, the index tends to return to be higher. Tends to be 1 year after return to be higher. After 1 year, the return of the index tends to be, you know, higher as well. Okay, yeah. And Darius is asking, what's the cause? Okay, was it predictable? Actually, I told my seasonal vantage insiders that I am actually looking at the small cap, but in fact, I was a little bit earlier, like 1 week earlier. I said that I was looking for the small cap to outperform, because okay, I mean that how to say that? Okay, it is not surprisingly because the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 okay has been going higher, you know, for a while already. There's not a so-called a very steep pullback. Okay, so eventually the market cannot just chunk up, you know, so high up all the way without taking a break. Okay, and the Russell 2000, okay, previously before it is like this, okay, before it is like this, okay, it is like that, right? So and it is underperforming. So eventually, okay, something has to break. Something has to break. Either Russell go up or the S&P come down. So in this case, okay, the of course the small cap Russell 2000 catch up, like play a catch up, and they actually outperform the S&P 500 or the big cap by a lot. So eventually, either one will do. Okay, either the big cap will correct a lot, or the small cap will actually catch up, will actually rally quite a bit. So in any case, okay, yeah, I was a bit earlier when mentioned to my SVI members. So looking at the small cap, yeah. But eventually, okay, the stocks that we pick are more gravitating more towards the smaller caps as well. So in any way, okay, if you want to really how to so-called predict, okay, the the rotational play, okay, I think I mentioned before, okay, last time, I mean, recently, not a lot of time, like the ratio, okay, the ratio, like for example, RSP versus SPY, okay. Yeah, so you can see that actually, you know, it was in a very, you know, strong downtrend when RSP versus SPY is like heading down, right? Heading down, which means that the ratio, which means that, you know, RSP is underperforming the S&P 500. So eventually, okay, all right, you know, you realize that, you know, you go down a lot, okay, there will be a snapback rally. When there's a snapback rally, okay, which means a short period of time where the small cap will outperform the big cap. And this again, there is a snapback rally, okay, which means the small cap will outperform the big cap. And again, once again, like you know, on last week, okay, when the small cap will outperform the big cap, okay, or can even use IWM versus the SP or Y as well. Yeah, can you see over there? Yeah, going down. It's like stretching too wide already, and there's a snapback rally lah. Okay, yeah. So this is it more likely that the big cap crash? Actually, to be honest, I don't know. Okay, to be honest, the answer is I don't know. But you know, but again, for me personally, okay, we stick to the trend. So as I told my SVI members, okay, you know, we are still overall in a very bullish market. You need to understand what is the timing of the market right now. Yes or no? For those SVI members, right? Okay, if you can remember what I said on this, right? Just type yes in the comments. I said you need to understand the timing also. Right now, we are in the bullish seasonal favorable period in July. We are also in the election year in July, typically bullish as well. And we are just right smack before Opex, which is also bullish. So all in all, we are in a very bullish environment, the timing right now. So if I really want to be bearish, right, then most likely to be after Opex. But again, bearish not as in crash, but as in, you know, there could be some consolidation or pullback, not as strong as just before Opex. So I told my SVI members that, you know, we are still in a bullish phase. You know, we stick to the bullish trend until something breaks. Okay, when you see that your long position is starting to lose money or can't, you know, get profitable, that kind of thing, right? Then you know that, you know, it is not working very well. Then maybe you want to transit to some hedges like going for a short. Other than that, you know, we still stick to the bullish trend and try to stick to picking the bullish stocks as well. Okay. All right. So yeah. So this is the later I go through the case studies lah. So yeah, maybe I go through now. So the case study for the SVI, you know, trade now. So yeah. So I think I mentioned in the Telegram channel as well, right? So we a few stocks that I mentioned, like for example FFIV. I think today rallied again. Okay, and then this AWR. Okay. Hello, Soraf. Is it Soraf? Soraf Saka. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. So you can see that AWR. So this was one of the stocks that I mentioned. Remember, okay, when I first mentioned to the SVI, this is a favorable period. Okay, the seasonal period. So as I mentioned, okay, every week we know exactly what stocks to trade already. Of course, you know, they have a list. Again, for those who don't know what to trade, I do give them some guideline, not guideline, a watch list on a few stocks that I'm watching or in my what I'm looking at. So AWR, the American States Water, is something that I was watching. Also a smaller cap stocks lah. So it's a utility stocks. Okay, it is only 2.88 billion market cap. So it's a small, pretty small market cap. So it's a small cap. So when I first mentioned, it was actually over here. So can you see, okay, there is a supporter at the CPR, Central Pivot Range, okay? And then there was a wash and rinse trigger, and also add in the favorable seasonal period, which I told my SVI members that's the period. So that's favorable. So all in all, confluence, trading confluence, okay, you know, we just go for it. At least I go for it, and I know that there are a few. I know from Emily that Mary also entered into SVI. Not SVI, as in AWR, correct or not? Should be pretty good, huh? Yes or no, Mary? So take some profit off the table already. So I already exited AWR, okay? And then FFIV. This is a tech stock, also a mid-cap stock. It's a 10 billion stock, okay? So you can see over there, when I first mentioned, okay, it was somewhere around here. Also well supported at the CPR level over there. Wash and rinse trigger. When there's a trigger, we go. Plus the seasonal period. Okay, favorable seasonal period. And then, you know, go higher. Okay, all right. So if you risk $1,000 on this trade, at least, okay, if you so-called, if you never set a take profit target, at least 2R or 3R. They're about 2R or 3R. So at least, for example, if you risk $1,000, you can get back at least $2,000 of profit. So the risk to reward is 2:1. Or Emily said, I exited with 2R already. Fantastic. Okay. Another one I mentioned is actually dogs lah. Okay, but MDogs, it is I didn't enter on that. So not every stock I enter. So when I was comparing the American Waters and also FFIV, right, those two are the better performing ones based on the price action that I was seeing on the day itself. So even though I enter on these two, but eventually dogs also outperform the market as well. It's going to go higher lah. Okay. So these are a few things that I mentioned. Okay. So every week I give them some of the trade ideas as well. Okay. These are more gravitating towards the smaller stocks as well. So again, if you are interested on how the SVI can help you, okay, all right, so you can actually head over to the link. So I won't go through that on much, right? Okay, all right. So yeah, so I think this one should be here. Okay, this one should be here. Yeah, as I mentioned, right, when the small cap outperformed the large cap by more than 3%, all super bullish time. In fact, S&P higher a year later every time, and the average of the year is up 32%. Okay, so this is from around the trick. Okay, and anyway, so of course, you know why the Russell 2000, the small cap rally. Okay, there is a narrative provided by the media lah. Okay, you know, because you know, based on what the Jerome Powell say, okay, there's a hint that you know September there could be a rate cut, meaning that will cut the interest rate lah. So again, this is the rate cut in September. So the percentage actually rose quite a bit. Okay, so it's like, you know, based on the data, right? So what the market participant is anticipating, okay, for the September, about 82.9%. Previously, it was about 90%. Now it dropped a little bit, but it's still a very high percentage. So the market, it is actually anticipating that the Fed will reduce the interest rate in September from 5 to 5%. Okay, and of course, when they reduce the interest rate, okay, and all this, right, okay, all the so-called interest rate sensitive company, typically the smaller company, okay, will affect. So that it was a good news for the small companies. So that was the narrative that the media actually gave. Okay, well, because all these are rate sensitive company, the smaller cap rate sensitive, that's why the small cap companies actually rallied higher. But as I mentioned, right, okay, the small cap has been underperforming the big cap for quite a while already. So eventually, okay, something has to break. Either the big cap correct, okay, or the small cap chase higher, okay, to catch up with the S&P 500. So eventually, this is actually what the small cap does, okay. All right. Any questions so far? Okay, I think today should be pretty early, Nothing much to discuss, Yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So implied earning move. Okay. So this coming week, right? So yeah, earnings is across the horizon already. There are quite a number of stocks. They are so-called announcing their earnings. So if, as I mentioned before, this one, if you're interested, okay, I mean, you can head over there. It gives you the implied earning move, so you roughly know what are the move that the market will do. Okay. So for example, some of the things that mentioned is that Goldman Sachs, okay, is today. Okay, so expected move is about 3%. So you can see what is the expected move, meaning that they gap up or gap down. All right, so you want to take note is, for example, the higher volatility one is more than 5%. It is actually a TSM, okay, TSM and also Netflix. So the expected move, it is about 7% or 8% move. Okay, 7%, 8% move. Okay. Oh, good question. Okay, Hawk. In fact, I told my seasonal party insiders this week to actually look for some of the oil stocks. I don't mind sharing now. Okay, yeah, seasonally towards the August, it is weak, but there is some favorable short window period that crude oil could be bullish. So as I don't mind sharing with you guys. Okay, I think never mind. You should know. Okay, so you can head over to equity clock. Okay, equity clock. This is useful only if you know exactly what you are looking at. I repeat, this is only useful if you know exactly what you are looking at. So for example, you can look for crude oil. Crude oil, it is here. Okay, the crude oil futures. Okay, so you can see that I'll try to zoom. I can't do a screen. I can't draw on the screen. And July, okay, typically it is weak. But do you realize that, okay, mid of July, which is here, mid of July to maybe towards the end of August, to the start of August, mid of July to maybe to end of July or start of August, there's a short window of period based on historical data. It tends to go a little bit higher before the crude oil eventually go down lower into August as well. So yes, all in all, the downtrend move, is spreading into August, but it is not every day is down. There could be some correction or move that, this is the period that, July, it tends to go higher, okay, from now, mid-July to end of July. So it is also the same for, okay, so for, I'm getting ahead of myself already. So this is one of the trade ideas that I want to share also. This is the XLE energy sector as well. So this is XLE, okay. So cannot go to incognito mode over there. So this is XLE energy sector. Once again, this is July. Can you see over there? Typically, it is going down from June to August, but not all the way down, okay, in one single line. But July, mid of July towards the end of July, there's this short window period, okay? So in fact, I'm looking at a few of the oil stocks as well, which I also mentioned to the SVI, the seasonal vantage insiders already. So let me take a look at the chart as in my position. Yeah, okay. Hey, seasonal vantage insiders. Okay. During my video today, I mentioned one stock, right? The oil stock, right? Okay. I am actually in already. Okay. I won't reveal the name now. So yeah. So for those who are SVI members, okay, I am already in. I have a position in that stock. So yeah, I mean that this is not advice to copy me, but just to let you know what I have traded. Okay, can so far for those SVI, can you just type okay in the comments so that I know you should get the email. I mentioned a few stocks today in the members area. Yeah, so that particular stock that I mentioned, the oil stock, I have already went in already. Yeah. Wow, Mary, you very fast, quite so, quite fast in, fast late. Emily also in. But anyway, how come you all choose that stock? How come you all choose that stock? There are two other stocks, or other stocks. Yeah, anyway, so this is the one. Okay. Going in soon. Okay. Don't review. Don't review. Yeah, so SVI got some members advantage okay. All right. So anyway, any questions so far? Any questions so far? Oh, anyway, the key level, key level. Okay, for the S&P 500, right? So yeah, 5545 is the so-called the zero gamma level. There about 5,005. Okay, just put it at 5,005. So if the market can still hold above 5,005, okay, which means that the market is still generally holding well in the uptrend, but if price really do break below 5,005, okay, then we can expect more volatility, which means that there could be more selling. Okay, all right. So this is the first line of defense. Of course, right now we are very, very far away from the central pivot range already. Very far away from the central pivot range already. Okay, so I'm not surprised that maybe I don't know, maybe after Opex or what, okay, or at least on Friday or so, somewhere around there, okay, the market might have start to have some correction or some consolidation. I don't know. Okay, I can't tell you what exactly the market will do, but if you do have some profit, okay, do take some profit off the table. Don't be so greedy that way. If there's profit, as in based on the swing trading context, short-term trading, holding for a few days to 1 month, that kind of thing, got profit, take some profit off the table. Okay, if you're long-term one, nothing to say, up to you. Okay, but in terms of shorter-term trading, take some profit off the table. Okay, and yeah, and same for like Nasdaq, Russell 2000, take some profit off the table. Okay. Hey, and Leong, how come you know I'm talking about the dollar yen? Anyway, before I go into this some of the trade ideas, I just want to a very quick recap over here for the Plus500. I think there are quite a number of you who have actually so-called open an account with Plus500 already. Okay, for those who haven't, okay, this is your chance to open. Okay, it is totally free. So you open an account with Plus500, a leading CFD provider over the world, and also MAS regulated CFD provider. So if you fund 500 Sing dollars, you get a Chicago boost cap. So this is the Chicago boost cap. Okay, this is a real one. Okay, they are the sponsor for Chicago Boost training kit. Okay, and then if you fund Ringgit 1,005, so this promo is also applicable for people residing in Malaysia. Okay, you also get a Chicago Boost cap. All you have to do is to use the bonus code. If you're depositing in by credit card or PayPal, use the bonus code submit to. Okay, and if you just make your first trade, any trade you do, okay, you just buy, sell, close, whatever it is. Okay, buy and close. Okay, very fast. Okay, in fact, if you just buy, okay, you also get a $50 bonus. But if you just quickly just want to close it, open and close, so that minimize the losses, whatever it is, you still can get a $50 but I hope that you can continue to trade with them now, okay? All right, but anyway, you can also get a $50 bonus and also a Ringgit 150 bonus equivalent, okay? And plus also get the traders blueprint book, okay? This was a physical book, but we're giving away the digital copy that's worth $29. So head over to the link over here, okay? So this is the plus 500. Oh, get logged out already and haven't not yet, okay? So let me try to log in again. Just give me a moment. So this is over here, okay? So there are a lot of things. I won't go through every single one of them, but the thing that I really like is actually, as I mentioned, is the SMS alert. So under the under the tools, yeah, under tools, under the alert, this SMS alert. So even with a demo account, you also can get the SMS alert. So nowadays, you have a lot of WhatsApp message, you might get lost. You have a lot of in-app message, you might get lost also. But normally when people send in SMS, at least that's for me, I will go and read the SMS. So you can set your alert, okay, using this Plus500. At the same time, browse through a platform, try it out whatsoever. Okay, if you place a trade, deposit money, you get a Chicago Bulls cap and also the bonus amount also. So in case you can't see the link or can't find the link in the chat, right? The link is bit.ly/plus500 dash booth over here. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay, just now I think Angel is asking, right? So in fact, I want to share with you guys. It is actually the trade ideas are okay. It is the yen, okay, which is the yen, dollar yen, JPY, which is the dollar yen over there. So based on the data that I have over here, I will show it to you guys over there. So for the futures, let me see. For the dollar yen, 10 July to 22nd of August, okay? 10 July, okay, to 22nd of August, okay, for the past 13 years, all right, 92% of the time, it went higher, which means that out of the past 13 years, 12 years, it went higher from this period from 10 July to 22nd of August. So the futures is 6J. If you look at the futures chart, so for 6J, it is essentially the spot USD JPY lah. But essentially, it applies to maybe applicable to all the yen pairs as well. But the main one is dollar yen because 6J is for dollar yen. So if you take a look at the dollar yen right now, for the dollar yen, okay, so where is it? Dollar yen, it is USDJPY, okay. All right, so this is the chart. So of course, yen has been depreciating. Okay, right now, but so you can see that if the yen is depreciating, of course the dollar is going higher lah. But you can see now, okay, there is also a pretty strong impulse bar for the past few days. Okay, so now the price really does go below the central pivot range. Okay, then maybe, okay, I'm not asking you to trade, don't copy me, okay, or even say the Alex say one, I'm just sharing with you what the data told me, okay, during this period. Okay, yen is actually bullish, which means that dollar is coming down. As in, dollar is coming down, yen is actually appreciating. Okay, this is an inverse relationship, okay, because this is a dollar versus yen. Okay, whereas this is just the yen. So if yen is up, then dollar yen it is down, which is dollar. Okay, you get what I'm trying to say or not? Okay, you understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, just type UJ in the comments, dollar yen. So let's see whether there is more downside, okay, in time to come, okay, more downside to come, okay. Again, this is not asking you to copy me. What I don't have a position in UJ. I'm just sharing with you right now, okay. And of course, if you take a look at the 6J, which is the yen futures, okay, it is in fact the opposite of dollar yen spot price. So of course, it is going higher. So let's see whether dollar yen can continue to go higher. So once again, you know, the plus 500, you also, how come keep disconnected now? So let me try to reconnect. Okay. Yeah, maybe I was away from the web browser. Okay, so yeah, so this is the one. You can just search for dollar yen. Okay, you can see over there. Okay, and you can take a look at the chart. Okay, so you know, this is based on the day time frame. You know, buy sell kind of thing. Okay, you can just click buy or sell. Okay, you should, but technically you should click sell lah. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is you know, the can trade the smallest amount. Okay, 500. Okay, so for example, you want to get the 500, get the $50 bonus. Okay, just trade the smallest amount. The margin required is just $25. So you plus buy sell. Okay, you can get the $50 bonus already. Okay, all right. So this is very easy to get. So yeah, try the platform out and such lah. Okay. So this is dollar yen. For example, you want to sell. Okay. Yeah. The smallest amount is 500. This is less than one. Is it one micro lot, one nano lot? So very small. Can trade very small. Okay. And so far, any question? Any question so far? Darius is back to asking Hang Seng Index. Yeah, I actually observed Hang Seng Index. So yeah, Hang Seng Index is actually back above the HSI, back above the CPR. So it was pretty good. Okay, there was a false break, okay, below the cloud and the CPR, and then reverse back up again. So let's see whether, you know, this coming week, okay, it seems I can see that today the cash index is supported at the CPR level. Okay, and then there is a very you know, small wash and rinse trigger where the price closed lower than the prior day low. So let's see whether tomorrow our price can hit higher and close above the wash line over there. So Hang Seng not too bad, okay, for now, but I usually don't trade Hang Seng. Okay, any other questions so far? Any other questions so far? Any questions so far before I end the day? Okay, so I'm still holding on to the oil and gas stock for this SVI members. Any questions so far? BTC. BTC. Yeah, so can you see that, you know, previously I talked about BTC. I said that, you know, there was a period of favorable period mid of July, but it started to front run that time to go higher already. So I think there could be more upside, but not for the so-called long term. I think about based on historical seasonal trend, I think August or September tends to be a bearish month for BTC. So you need to be a little bit more careful. But of course, short term wise, I think there could be maybe some more upside, but you need to be careful also. Okay, we are actually hitting the CPR level. So there could be some resistance and hitting the cloud also. So if you're looking to buy now, it is not the best time now. What I call also, talking about short-term perspective, short-term, don't kind of tell me long-term, okay? Maybe long-term BTC can go to 100K, I don't know. Okay, but short-term wise, maybe a bit 头脑派 lah, okay, to buy now. Okay, hitting right smack into resistance area already. So not the best time. Maybe look for some pullback if you really want to buy. Maybe right through until maybe August, that kind of thing. I forget exactly the date lah. Okay, so don't quote me. Okay, but I say that, you know, 15 July typically, you know, there's a short window period that it could go higher, but you need to wait for the pullback. Okay, Geraldine is asking, what do you think about AVG or also the hot stock? All this the hot stock, Broadcom. If you're asking me the seasonal date, I don't know about Broadcom. Okay, let me try to check AVGO. the upside maybe still have a little bit lah, but maybe not a lot based on seasonal data lah. Okay, but all in all, definitely it is in a very nice uptrend. Okay, so yeah, I won't be trading this. Okay, because no seasonal data for me. The favorable period don't have the setup for me. Okay, and then yeah, don't have to chase for now lah. Yeah, so nothing much. Okay, Tesla was the favorable period previously lah. So yeah, so this kind of stock very hard to try, very hard to tell you whether you can buy or not lah. But but if you're talking about strictly talking about trend, then it is on an uptrend. But for me, I won't be trading now. Very hard to chase for now. I'll prefer a steeper pullback. But strictly speaking, okay, there is a wash and rinse pattern today lah. But not my style to trade lah. Okay, all right. PDD 拼多多okay. I think it's very in line with the Chinese market also lah. If the Chinese market can go higher, then it can go higher. Okay, but what I like it is that there was a shooting star. Okay, and then price seems to be supported at the cloud. So if price can stay supported at the cloud, then looks not too bad. Okay, not too bad. So overall, it was trending up, then come down. Okay, and then going higher. Okay. USO, from now until end of July, short window of favorable period. But overall, if you're talking about longer term, heading into August, then not so bullish. But short term was okay within the next 1 or 2 weeks, then there could be some upside based on historical data. Okay. All right. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? If there's no question, just want to thank you guys for tuning in. So all in all, I think okay, the market could be still bullish until the end of this week. So yeah. By now you should be holding on to your position, not trying to aggressively open new position. So yeah, just a word of caution because next week Opex week, there could be some downside or correction. So be a little bit more careful after the Opex week. Okay, 10. Let's take a look at VLO. It is actually one of the stocks also, Valero. Okay, it's also okay. Yeah. Mary. I think it's inside one of the. It's inside SVI data, right? Yeah. Okay, so Valero is also okay, as well. Okay, there was also a trigger now lah. I think quite okay, but don't try to enter so many energy stocks because all in all, it's actually you are trading the same thing. If one energy stock go higher, the rest of the energy stock could also go higher because it's highly correlated So you don't trade like, wow, I trade 5 stocks, all energy stocks. Basically, you're just trading one big lump of one single stock that's energy sector only. So that's very dangerous. So if you really have 1 or 2 energy stocks, then don't trade any more energy stocks. Diversify, trade other sectors. Okay? All right. So all in all, be a little bit more careful when the Opex ends next week. So yeah, so that's all for today. If you find value in today's session, okay, just type value in the comments. And not to forget, okay, if you do not happen to have a Plus500 account, okay, do open the account, okay, test out the platform, get the SMS alert and such. If you want to trade, make your first trade, you get a $50 bonus. You just fund 500 Sing dollars, you get a Chicago Bull as well. Okay, so I'll just post the link once again in the comments. Hey, Koi, so thanks for joining the Seasonal Vantage Insiders, and thanks Emily for introducing you, okay, to SVI. Thank you so much for joining us. So yeah, see you guys again. Hey, by the way, I think I check your email. You can redeem your book as well. Okay, check your email, Koi. I hope I get your name correct. Koi, right? Okay. So with that, thanks so much, and hope you guys to see you again. Why is my Plus500 showing in? Why is my 500 Plus showing the currency in RM, YM, Singapore. Because you are a Malaysian, is it? You are funded in ringgit. So if you are funded in ringgit, you will always see ringgit in your account. Okay? All right. So with that, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys again next week. Bye-bye.